Hey, what's going on, everybody? Don the Kraken Wit here, and this is the breakdown for Game of Thrones Season 5, Episode 7, The Gift. And I do have my man Don Willi here and Lt Giles. LT, do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
It's Sir LT, my friend. I am a knight. No, I just like every week. I'm grateful to be here, and I'm very grateful that we got Sir Don Willie here again. It's awesome to have an addition to our great team.
Yes, Don Willi.
Greetings, Nailers. I am Sir Don Willi of the MacBook.
The breakdown for Game of Thrones Season 5, Episode 7. And I do have my man Don Willi here and LT Giles. LT, do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Okay, that was weird. We're kind of behind, I guess. Either that or his mind is just is behind or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, you already know who I am. You know, let's just back to you guys.
Yeah, I got lost. I was like, what?
No, it's just, it happens, and it's happened to me twice now. Like, you want to look at the comment section of everybody commenting, and yes, we can see you, and, you know, Don Willi, you just forgot to, you know, to pause that video, because, like, we're looking at it the same way that everybody is in the chat room.
Yeah.
Guys, where do you want to start? Like, I was completely blown away by this episode. Actually, I think I'll start. I want to talk about Sam, and my overall feeling about the people that we care about, the characters that we care about. I was like, when is any kind of redemption, or like when is something good gonna happen to our favorite characters?
Like Sam? Oh,
like
he's
Sam,
gonna have
you know,
sex.
it's just like, you know, Sansa's having all this stuff. Nothing's good happening. Nothing is good is happening for any of our favorite characters. And then all of a sudden, Gilly gets on top of Sam and starts just grinding it out, you know? And I was just like, yes, like, finally, somebody's getting something, you know? But I was a little upset from a book reader standpoint. There was a lot of references that I had seen in Sam about the gloaming chapter from A Feast for Crows that me and a couple friends did, Sweet YFT, and Maester Payne, Claire Gray, and DJ Taylor. You know, I saw a lot of similarities in that chapter, and I thought Sam was going to beat the brakes off of these people because he had done so in a chapter of A Feast for Crows. So I was a little let down about that.
But then we get to see Ghost, and he's all awesome and big.
Yeah, and Ghost just kind of came in. So we got some at least a little bit of good redemption feedback from one of our characters. But I say let's start at the wall, and let's start with Sam.
All right. If I could.
All right.
All right. So, first off, we have to give a shout out to Maester Aemon because his watch has ended.
Yeah.
You know, sad to see him go, obviously.
He got choked up, man.
Yeah, you know, obviously sad to see him go, and you know his thoughts about Aegon the Fifth, aka Aegon the Unlikely. I really wish we would have gotten more backstory with that because they really didn't go into enough of Aemon's history. But you know, I'm glad that he actually did get a funeral scene. But you know, relaying back to Sam now, Alistair Thorne is a dick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
It's like, come on, man. You didn't even get the man's body. It hasn't even charred yet, and you're losing all your friends. Like, what the bloody hell, man? Come on, dude. That's not cool. Not at the funeral.
And that also hit me more because I was thinking about like Grin and Pip. You know, like I was like, fuck, they're gone. Jon Snow just left the day before Aemon died. Now, Aemon's dead. I was just like, fuck,
So,
fuck. Like, Sam is really riding solo right now.
how does it work? Does another, like, Maester get flown in by a crow or something?
Eventually.
Yeah.
LT?
Yeah, I got choked up as well. I really like Master Aemon. Like, even in the episode, I don't know if it's episode 2 or 3 or 1, I can't even remember, but when Jon was standing before them and they wanted to hang him or kill him for being a deserter, and Master Aemon was like, I grew up in King's Landing, I really love Master Aemon, and it really saddened me that he had to go. And did you guys notice that when Jon rode away, when after Sam gave him the glass, the dragon glass, that it kind of played the Stark music a little bit. Did you guys notice that?
It played what?
The Stark music. It's like the music that was
No,
playing.
and I said it in my reaction video, which I may not be able to play that one either, so I think I'm minus another reaction video. But I was like, "Goodbye, brother." It's not necessarily a Stark song. It's actually titled "Goodbye, Brother," and they have a guy that created the song, and when they did that, I heard it, and I just said "Goodbye, brother." Because they've used it in a lot of scenarios of people more or less saying goodbye to each other that they may never see again.
It was a mixture, and like a little bit of it when Jon started riding away was the Stark theme, and then it like changed. It was like a mixture of it.
Yeah.
That. And yeah, when I read in the books, same thing I read in the books. I was so happy for Sam. I was like, ooh, Sam getting some. Hell yeah, I'm happy for Sam.
I think everybody was happy for Sam.
Yeah.
It's like Sam didn't have, he didn't have the will to fight those dudes off. He was like, I got a friend right here, and Ghost was badass, man.
I don't know if you knew Ghost was there.
No, he didn't. Ghost just kind of...
Yeah.
He's like, "Arr."
I guess, Ghost would have a little residual John in him, and so Ghost is going to feel some sort of affection towards
I don't know why that sounded
Sam?
so gross. Like residual John. That just,
Well, Kit Harington did say he wanted to put himself inside of a wolf, so...
Well, you know what? I have to ask the question now. For those of you who haven't read the books, spoilers. But if Ghost is at Castle Black instead of with Jon, does this totally change how we feel about what could happen for the Winds of Winter and the whole theory about Jon
Ghost.
into Ghost?
Yeah.
Could I make a prediction real quick?
Okay.
why would
All right, prediction. If you have not read the books, plug your ears real quick, please. Okay. All right. So my prediction is the whole for the watch thing is not going to happen at Hardhome. That will happen in episode 10. Jon will go back to the wall, and that whole thing will happen at the wall. That's my prediction.
All right.
But wait, why does it matter where
John
where
is.
Ghost is?
Yeah. No. Don
Oh.
Willi. She said, "Why does it matter?" in response to you talking about how Ghost is staying there and Jon is at Hardhome. And the immediate thing that came to my mind, I was like, dude, Arya is overseas, and Warg's into Nymeria.
Mm-hmm.
So it really doesn't matter. And yeah, you and I both know that Ghost was like right over there, like when shit went down with Jon, but Arya, she's leagues and leagues away, and she's still able to warg,
Well, the only reason why I asked this question is because if you notice, pretty much for this entire season, there hasn't been anything really dealing with magic. Now, people might say, oh, what about the grayscale? Grayscale isn't really magic, it's a disease. So, I just think they haven't really shown magic, especially in this season, as being a thing that that stretches over a long distance. You
Yeah,
know,
that also plays into like Bran not being around and stuff like that.
yeah, and we haven't seen any indication of John warging with ghosts at all. You know, in the books, we at least got a little bit of foreshadowing.
Well, yeah, and I think they kind of did it like very simple, you know, and the show did it very well. Remember after the battle at the wall, John went out there, you know, like, and he was just walking around looking at the turtle that they had used to like try and smash the wall. It was on fire. There was dead giants everywhere. And all of a sudden, John is talking, and he's like, "Yeah, I smell all the burning flesh and these dead giants." And then immediately, like within 1 second of reading, it switches to Ghost, and he's like, and the blood is like churning and burning, and all of a sudden, it's like he was looking at himself, you know. And then John came back to himself and was like, Ghost, you know, and then Ghost walked out, and he was so happy to see each other. It was like they're, you know, them reuniting, you know. So in the show, they showed him, you know, just looking over and like Ghost coming up. So I think John may have felt Ghost's presence, but we didn't get the insight of like how he was feeling, you know. It's like it's John's chapter, and it goes from like him being in his body to Ghost for like 10 seconds, and then like him retracting it. So
Yeah. I mean, but what I'm saying is, in the show, you know, like for example, when Bran walks into Summer, we really get things
yeah,
from Summer's perspective. You
Well,
know,
Bran is he's an all-time all-star warging. Like, just like the wildling dude, when he was in that Raven or Hawk or whatever, his eyes were all white and whatnot. Just sitting there. What
yeah,
is that noise? It sounds
yeah.
like
The only thing I'm saying is they really haven't alluded to that with John, and I'm not saying that they're taking that away from him, but in terms of how they've made it overt with the other characters who have done it, they haven't done that with John at all.
well,
yeah, like John's ability is and pretty much all of theirs outside of Bran in the show, being a show watcher only, like it's kind of shrouded in mystery. You don't really know too much, but you kind of assume it just because they are so close to their wolves and whatnot. But the only one that we ever see do it is Bran, and it's like, okay, well, can the other ones do that too? But I mean, I know that they can. I wish they would show John warging in the ghost. That'd be cool. That'd be like really awesome.
I
if,
do.
if they did, oh, LT, go ahead.
I was gonna say I do believe that George R. Martin was on record in an interview saying that all Starks can work. So that does mean that all Starks could work.
All right, so we've talked about John. Okay, we were talking about Sam. We've only talked about Sam so far. Who else are we gonna talk about?
Well, I was gonna say about the whole warging thing. Maybe they're not gonna make Arya, and this is kind of a prediction of mine. It's pretty far-fetched, but they're not gonna turn Arya into the 100% complete badass that we know as book readers that she is. You know, so what if somehow Sansa had gained control, redemption style, of Nymeria,
What?
and because Brienne can't, you know, like they're not gonna light the candle, and then so what if somehow, you know, Sansa could possibly warg into Nymeria? You know, all the kids and all the direwolves feel each other
Yeah.
and their emotions, you know, and what's going on. So what if in the show they abandon Arya and Nymeria, they just separate them and they just kind of focus on Arya being a faceless man and her fulfilling her list. However, you know, like we do have a.
I don't think they're gonna bring the wolves into it.
But see, Dave and Dan have a really good habit of tying up loose ends in the show. I'll give them that. You know, like there's a lot of questions that we have in the show, and if we haven't had them answered, they will be answered. You know, so it's like, where has Nymeria been this whole time? You know, so
That doesn't mean they have to show it, just like we don't see Bran at all or anything.
no,
like
Bran's
that.
coming back. He's just not here this summer. Like you see that weirwood tree, that was Bran. Bran was watching.
But
You
they
know?
don't insinuate that we know that just as show watchers.
Well, think about that old man that was in the roots of that weirwood tree.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
as a show watcher, we're not just going to be like, oh, well, at Sansa's wedding, that werewood that we saw, Bran is there. Like, he's watching.
Okay, so as a show watcher, you're like, okay, so this guy is in the roots.
Wait, what did you say?
I'm saying you have a valid point, because just like you said, if you haven't read the books, you have no idea that man is in the tree.
Okay, well then just next season they'll show how he's the young Padawan of this dude in the roots.
Yeah, but right now we don't, like, as show watchers, like, you're just using your book stuff too, but as a show watcher, we don't really know about Bran. You know what I mean? We seen what he, like, we seen that, yeah, he's the chosen one somehow, and then we see him with this dude in a tree, and then bam, like, roll credits. We never see
Yeah.
Bran again.
Season 6. 4 to 6.
I mean, listen, you know.
Well, like I was saying, it would just be really cool if some of the firepower that Sansa had for her kind of redemption arc, you know,
Involved Nymeria.
involved Nymeria.
That's a stretch.
Why
but it'd
not?
be
Like, what if
dope. It'd be
what if like winter's coming, Nymeria in her pack, and Nymeria wanted to like kind of go home to where home was, which is Winterfell.
I mean, it
Oh, good.
it would be nice, but for some reason, I have a feeling that you know certain things are kind of going off the rails with. And this might be one of those things where they're probably hoping, just like with the Varys thing, that people have just forgotten about that particular thing. You know, again, I'm still waiting for them to explain why Varys found Robert Baratheon's order to assassinate Daenerys if he was trying to put her back on the throne. So, you know, as far as loose ends are concerned, that's a loose end. Nymeria is a loose end, and who knows what other things that might not happen. Echo? Oh, sorry, somebody in the chat said it.
Do we have an echo?
Yeah, it's like he's fading in and out. It's like we can hear every other word or whatnot,
Yeah.
or a delay or something. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, like it just did it. You kind of faded out.
LT, say something.
Yeah, I was saying that is possible. What you say, my opinion.
Say that again.
It is possible about the Nymeria thing, but I think that Jamie will be going to Riverlands next season, so I think it's possible we might see him next season.
I thought it was a key, not a shame.
I don't know, LT. I had a hard time understanding that. Set your phone back a little bit. You just sound really muffled.
So,
I didn't hear that either.
testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Heard that.
Okay, so
No, I didn't get that either.
okay.
Okay, I got that. Goblins, but biotic flux. It's internet goblins, not gremlins.
I thought it was.
T-Baby says it sounds like The Matrix. Audio feedback, maybe volume's too loud.
I have a pocket right.
Can
Alright.
they now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Don Willie. LT?
Hello, this is Lt Giles here. How do I sound?
Huh, this is weird.
Hi.
You know what, let me see something here.
Do you guys want to quit and start a part 2?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
Is there any way that we can still stay in this, or we have to start the whole thing over again?
Well, I could create another one. But nah, we couldn't stay in this one.
Damn it. Damn it. Alright,
Just get.
They both tried to talk at the same.
Yeah, fact.
Fact.
yeah. Alright, so I guess we'll do this over again. We'll be back in, like, what, 2 minutes?
Yeah, just a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And I'll send out the invite on Google Plus and whatnot, or everybody just keep checking for the live
Part
review. Part two.
Yeah. Sorry about the technical difficulty.
All right.
Sorry, folks.
Part 2 coming up.